us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC Welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here's the legend, the Hall of Famer, George St. Pierre, back on the proving ground tonight. He wanted this Kamaru Usman challenge. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
He is a massive star. I remember being in Montreal when he fought Josh Koscheck. The sound that arena made when he hit the curtain was like nothing I have ever heard before. But Kamaru Usman understands that if he is going to be considered the greatest, he has got to beat that star. He has got to beat that man. That is not an easy thing to do. George St. Pierre.
Oh, massive diving punch, flush to the head. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He passes the half.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done.
Beautiful transition. He should be trying to get back to his feet.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by George St. Pierre.
There it is, now he's on the mount.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Under 2 minutes now to go round 1.
He's brutalizing him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
St. Pierre's in half guard. Making all these shots count. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter and it's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Usman's back in full mount.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. Final seconds here of round 1. Round 2 is next. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Oh, doing work with the jab. Oh, nicely done as he blocks the shot and delivers that straight counter. Takedown defense holds up. And now leather beam. Nice judo toss for him there. Usman's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Relentless pressure from the top by Usman. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Usman's right back to the full mount here. Lands the grounded pound strike here.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Side control now. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Straight punch, that is useful.
Right hand barely missed there. Clean punch.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, as we pull up the numbers there, bottom of your screen, the body strikes really tell the story in this one. That was a big focus for his camp coming in, and he has certainly worked that midsection to great effect here tonight. Nice uppercut. Nice. Nicely done. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, is that a massive knee to the head? Could be in trouble here. Back to his feet.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown. Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
Wrist control, wrist control.
Ooh, right into side control. Now trying to isolate an arm.
Yeah, he's trying to go to a Kimura lock. Right here, he'll either try to get the submission or use the sweep. Knee on belly.
St. Pierre ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Nice transition. Oh, into the mouth. In the half guard.
60 seconds, let's go, make it work. Keep moving.
St. Pierre's right back to the full mount. Seconds now to go in the fight. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by George St. Pierre.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep. Getting them out here.
10 seconds, let's go, baby. 10 seconds.
Oh, what a fight as we go the full 15 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised to see them run it back at some point in the future.
This is a really close fight.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare!